Alrighty guys, and welcome back in. Today we're going to be spawning in on Disturbed World. We're going to be versing Freddy Krueger, looking at the bottom left hand side of the screen, and I had already started that generator. That just goes to show you how much lag the game has right now. I was able to spawn in, touch a generator, start working on it, even though the killer had corrupted dimension. So, you're going to see some incredible hits through pallets and windows on this game, I think, guys. It's not going to be a really clean one. Anyways, I'm going to try and work on this generator in the middle of the open. I know what jungle gyms are behind me. I'm looking at my left-hand side. Another really bad jungle gym as well. Knowing I'm going to be versing Freddy Krueger means I have to be careful about my movement, as he can counter me really well. I'm guessing he's in the center of the map, but I can't be sure. I'm going to be very careful of how I move around the map. I got a really bad jungle gym behind me. This is a pretty good generator to get out of the way. Do keep in mind that Freddy Krueger can bait teleports and actually take them if he chooses to. That being said, we see some form of movement in the center. We're not 100% sure on what it is. After this generator is done, I want to go over there, and I'm going to do that one over there, but keeping in mind that it's going to be sealed for 120 seconds behind me too, through corrupt intervention. Now, I'm not too worried about what is going on. I'm about to fall asleep. My other two teammates, or my other three teammates, are about to fall asleep based on the fact that somebody taken a hit. If Freddy does hit you, you do fall asleep straight away. Keep that in mind. And you will not be able to utilize borrowed time, as being asleep is a complete counter to BT. Now, this being said, two people unaccounted for. They could both be working on a Jenny. I don't know what is happening. I did see running in the middle of the map earlier from two things, and I heard a harpy. Therefore, I'm guessing that was Freddy Krueger chasing one of my teammates. He scared the absolute potatoes out of me then. A little bit of a heart attack. I heard him drop down. I wasn't even paying attention. He must have came up through the hill. This isn't a horror game, Dwight. Actually, it is. That being said, if you guys don't know much about Dead by Daylight, it is a 4-player co-op survival horror atmospheric experience where you can play as a survivor or the killer, where your objective is to eliminate the survivors. That is going to be a Discordance Freddy Krueger. That, ladies and gentlemen, means that we know one of his perks. We also know he has corrupt intervention. Therefore, we know two of his perks. I will come back and get that generator if he chooses to, on what he does right now. I'm going to try and hide here. Let's see what he decides to do. I don't want to set the crow off. Right, he can bait a teleport back if he wants. Knowing he has Discordance is going to change the playstyle. It does open us to split pressuring him a lot more. It does mean when stacking, we can be penalized for it though. He's lost two generators. He couldn't just hang around here. He got one hit. He got no pallets, and he got a hit out of another player as well. Knowing we got... That was quite the dead hard. But hey, I've seen it all. It's going to be Discordance right now. Yeah, don't work on the gen. The clever play here is to not work on the gen. As the second two of us stack on that gen, you'll notice blood will pour out of it because Freddy will be activating his ability. Now let's show you that in game. Now if there's blood coming out, it means he's running this Legion perk called Discordance. Also one of my favorite perks in Dead by Daylight. He hasn't activated it yet. I don't know if that means he's ready to get a hit on a survivor. Maybe he has Tinker. He did activate it that time though, and I'm pretty sure he'll take it knowing there's multiple people over here. Looks like he's a fake pallet Freddy, as I saw a pallet appear when he did that. I kind of want to wake up, so I'm going to come over here. I'm going to wake up, because there's two pallets here, and there's actually only one real one. And looking at them, this is the fake one. Now, that just comes down to the fact that a pallet will never spawn in that section of the jungle gym. I don't mean to sound like an absolute gamer there, guys, but I knew that was a fake pallet, so I played around it. This one might be fake, but maybe not. So you got to be very careful with it. It was a fake pallet. Cool. So we're going to apply pressure here. There is a generator all the way across the board to the right-hand side that teammates were currently working on. Freddy did teleport in there. Therefore, I think Freddy's playing around that. I have another injured player on the left-hand side of the board somewhere. So there... Remember all that lag I was talking about? No, that was just me being bad. Alright, so I'm going to try and complete this generator. I'm then going to check on my teammate to the left-hand side. If I can group heal my allies, that's going to be very good for them as well. Keeping in mind the gen's going to take 80 seconds to do. He's down somebody in the middle of the map. Now, the bad news about that is there is a 50% chance the middle of the map has the basement. There's a 50% chance the basement is not there. I'm awake, and he's coming over towards me. No, he is not. Yes, he is. I'm going to go for a borrowed time save on this guy because I can get it off here knowing that I'm awake. He lost those two generators. That's going to be a BT save. Let's see what happens off that. Remember, he is a fake pallet Freddy. Now, actually playing fake pallet Freddy hurts your gameplay more than anything else, as you do not get a benefit from a hinder effect, which gives you a 15% slow on an instant place as Freddy Krueger. If he keeps chasing, okay, he teleported away. Now, they're going to try and complete that gen. I'm going to mend him. No, he's going to do his thing. I'm going to run over here. I'm going to help this ally. Now, keep in mind, he does have Discordance, and he will come back in for this. I wasn't even on the generator, and he was already back. This is both good and bad. I've got a pretty good window to play with here. He's going to take a hit in the back. He is going to be able to fast-forward the window. That's why he took that wide pathing. Very clever play for him. I don't really want to waste time healing when I can go for the the play on my teammate here. I reckon he's going to just go for the double back here. No, he's not. He's going to take the step on the window. I'm going to dip because I don't want to... Oh, he saw me then. I'm going to have to just keep running. I'm surprised he took that rather than a player who was mispositioned because I was out in the open then. And the reason I left was, well, I wanted my teammate to run around that without any form of collision or body blocking. I'm going to take a hit in the back here, which sucks. Unfortunately, I was unable to get away with it. However, I know he can't hinder my movement speed, so I'm pretty much versing. I'm going to wait, see what he does, because I'll just step through the window. I was fine. I had dead hard. I didn't need to worry too much. I just needed to be careful with my time management. He's already dipped somewhere else. He's got 4 people injured, but no people down. It's going to hurt him. Rather than stack healing, I want to apply pressure to the objective. I know he's over there too. This is a real pallet. I remember seeing it earlier. Okay, somebody already used it, so that's really good. I'm going to be able to make the window from a really good dead hard. I'm glad I didn't put all my faith in that pallet then. We're going to keep coming over here and see if I see something. It's on the other side. He took real bad pathing if he was trying to follow me there. He ran around the back of the wall where I originally went in the first place. I'm going to try and work on the gen in the middle of the map if it hasn't been completed. And I'm listening through the floor right now. I can't hear it being worked on. I know there's a chest upstairs that I'm going to be able to search as well for an item. I can hear the generator now that I'm on the staircase. So we're going to check the item and I think it's going to be already missing. And that will be a yes, meaning there are other multiple generators people could be working on. Keeping in mind that Freddy Krueger was teleporting away periodically, meaning he probably was using discordance to stop the other guys from completing the objective. I'm going to come over here for a free 250 blood points as well on this little crown I can get for a limited time only event. And let's go back through and to the right hand side because this is the generator I spawned near that I didn't complete because he had corrupted dimension, right? So that way it's in front of an exit gate. I can hear it's not even really been started and I'm safe in the corner of the map on an objective he has not came near. I'm gonna get my dead hard back and I'm at a very strong jungle gym and I'm in front of an exit gate. As long as there's no totem here, I'm living the dream. I'm gonna go into the assumption my friend has barbecue and chili here when he picks the survivor up and does go for the hook. Therefore, we're gonna have to play around that by trying to hide line of sight and work on an objective in a different area. I'm gonna prep the door to 99. I'm taking note of where both doors are and we're looking at where the killer is. Alright. This is both a beauty and a curse. These doors are pretty far away, but we can make a borrowed time save. Do keep in mind, I have woken up through adrenaline. That guy is about to hit struggle, it would appear, by trying to get off the hook. Now let's see what he decides to do. Unfortunately, those 3 attempts probably weren't the best play, but he did want his adrenaline to activate. I'm guessing Freddy might be standing right under hook in front of him. If we have multiple people awake, we can make this play. Now, normally, under any circumstance, I would go to the door on the left-hand side. It would appear Freddy Krueger is coming in towards me anyways and is miles away from the player who needs to be saved. If he's really that focused on the door, I'm just going to go to the other door, or I'm going to hopefully get a teammate go for the save. If he's over here, that means there's no one under the hook to defend, and there's going to be a save. Not an adrenaline save, but a save nonetheless. Now, Freddy can't teleport anymore because he can only teleport to a non-completed generator. Every generator is completed when the exit gates are powered, therefore he has no map movement or no gap close, making him strong during trial, but end trial, making him a lot weaker. If you look at the bottom right hand side of the screen, I never mentioned this earlier, but he has no slowdown add-ons either, so there's nothing like the rope, for example, to slow you down. Looks like we have an assistant here. Don't know where my other 2 teammates are. 2 players asleep, both of them awake, therefore the save that did happen would have been a borrowed time save. We are going to be walking away with what looks to be a clean victory. Now, Freddy hasn't hit anybody since the exit gates have been powered, and he did leave, therefore I think he might actually have access to no one escapes death. And it looks like my teammate is body blocking the door. Never mind, we'll have to go around. And we're just going to leave it, end the trial there. There's no real reason to stay in the map right now. We could have waited at the end of the game to see how it went if he did get a hit on somebody with no aid, but we're going to jump back into spectator mode and we're going to have a little bit of a peek to see if any of these players are with Freddy or if Freddy's anywhere near them or if anyone actually takes a hit. We've got 2 people escape. They're both waiting by 2 different doors. This player is going to be exhausted as well. This guy behind us is going to be able to get out. Looks like that is going to be a clean victory against the Freddy Krueger. Anyways, guys, GG's well played. If you're watching this one over YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I do educational and informative Dead by Daylight, Survivor, and Killer content 5 days a week. If you guys want to tune in to see that live, you can head over to Twitch and check us out. That being said, anyways, guys, I hope you had a great video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the fog in the next trial. Thank you all for watching.